Hello everyone and welcome back to day 2 of my Vlogmas Christmas challenge. So the first thing we're going to do to get started off on today's design challenge is clear out some of the land. Once I've cleared out some land, I think today's challenge will be building up a Whoville Christmas tree. And just like that, I think the terraforming, at least in the early part, is complete. We also seem to have a friend now who's just gonna wander around along with this polar bear over here who has been here the whole time I've been terraforming and only now looks like he's finally disappeared. I have, as you may have noticed, raised up the bottom part there by just a few blocks, just so this whole area is not like quite so sloped. So the plan is here. The tree is gonna go in the center. I think this is center, although I might have to measure again. This is going to be like the ring around, and then we'll have presents underneath the tree in this area. And then over here where this is all the way down to the bottom, I will actually raise this up as a wall so that this area remains relatively flat. And I think having the houses down will be fine. I'll just make them bigger. It'll be fine. So it's looking good. I'm starting to really see it come together. So next up here, I am going to put some wood into my inventory and we're going to try and build up a Whoville Christmas tree. And you may wonder why I am doing the Christmas tree first. Because the whole town is going to be built around the Christmas tree, naturally it needs to be built first. So I think this is going to be the best bet to build up the Christmas tree to make sure that I like how it is. Because then if we do need to move the houses any further back or expand the circle, we can do that. So first we're going to get rid of that, and I think we're just going to kind of jump up and go fairly tall. Trees are hard, guys. Trees are really hard. Oh, hey, look at that. Our polar bear's back. You know what? Let's get rid of this. I'll come back in if I feel like it needs it. For now, I think I want some space under the tree for gifts and the like. So I think we're going to start the leaves in this area. And just because we need to actually bring them out, I'm going to do something like that. I am missing the most obvious thing in the world. You can't put leaves on before you put branches on? Goodness. Okay. So maybe something a little bit like this. Okay, let's take a little fly away and see what this actually looks like. It looks like a tree. I mean, obviously there's random dirt blocks that should not be there. Actually, guys, that might work. So now that I've switched it all with wood instead of just logs, it definitely is looking a lot more like tree-like. I think I need to start putting the leaves around and kind of see where we go from there and whether I need to make it taller or if this is all okay. So that is my next task. You know what? I actually think this is starting to look like the type of tree that I was looking for. Trees are hard. So this tree is certainly not perfect. If you guys have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below. So I think we're gonna leave it at that and try and work around it and maybe just revisit it as we're building around here. So the last thing we're gonna try and do here before we end off this episode is light it up a little bit. Put some Christmas decorations on it. Now the tree is fairly sparsely decorated, but I don't mind it. I like the icicle looking end rods, and I used end rods around an iron block as kind of the star. I don't know if I love it. I really don't. There might just be too many end rods. But I do kind of like the glowing from inside with the lanterns that I was able to put onto the logs. and then the red and white candles around it. I actually kind of like it. So unfortunately, I think that is all the time that we have for this episode. I have made a tree, a Christmas tree, a little Whoville Christmas tree, and I think for a first try at a Whoville Christmas tree, it's come out all right. Like I said, I think I'm gonna have to touch up a couple things in it, but with the Christmas ornaments on it, I think it's coming along all right. So thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Bye for now.